Chandler. Okay? Chandler, you missed out on 3 sessions. 3 sessions of ratios. We already, as a class, we finished equivalent ratios, simplifying ratios, and this aspect also. So, quite a bit, yeah. So, yesterday you went home, so you missed out on this set. Quite a bit of things to catch up on. You need to pick it up. Okay, so to share as well is here. On my channel already. For those of you who haven't been around or need to catch up, okay, there is the 2 videos here, particularly, okay, on ratio on Tuesday and Wednesday to catch up on the equivalent ratio and the next topic. So if you see here, most of our friends, they are ready to submit up to this point, correct? Yes? Okay, may I cover the first person to collect from your friends now? Which one? Up to here. This one, the one at the end is the bicycle motorcycle class. Okay? Then yesterday we did this. Okay, I'm going to check your DIY now. This one is up to the motorcycle one. Okay? This one, the cover look like this. Okay, the cover look like this. Please write down on the board at the side there who didn't submit. Okay? Hold on, one by one. Let's not confuse, okay? Okay, so this is the first copy to collect from your friend. If you are ready to hand it in. Okay, thank you. Please write down who didn't submit on there. The first set on equivalent ratios. Okay, then the next set to complete involves some DIY. Can I have everybody kindly show me as I walk around to show me if you already completed your DIY components? DIY meaning like do yourself this page. Can you show me that you've already finished this? Okay. Well, so you see your first already finished it, yeah? So you can take out this. But you can do it. Okay. Alright. Now have to. Hey, somebody. Be nice. Okay. Well, now it's having me to take some time to catch up. Okay. He's been missing out because he has a broken arm. Okay. He's like, hey, you got that work. See? Huh? Sorry? Yeah, not like that. Nice. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. How? Show me your DIY components. Are you okay? Good. Okay, good. Okay, easy. Did you do it? Yes. Oh, no, you didn't. Because you weren't clear. Alright. Okay. Never mind. So you can catch up on that. Okay. Okay, was the DIY component okay, manageable? Okay, then the next set that is completed, which set is it that is completed and ready to submit? Okay, that's this one, right? Okay, so the one with the travel pack up to here, correct? Yes. If you are ready to hang in, please. So now the person on the okay, this is a bit easy. Collect it. The left can collect. Okay. Hello. Okay. The next you have already completed. The leaders please check and make sure your friends completed it. Yeah. Okay, now with that, we are at here. We were at DIY for CT. Can I also ask you if this is okay for you? Then I'm going to move on already to the next portion on finding quantity given total and also ratios involving two quantities. That's what we are looking at up to. Okay. Now this fact is quite thin, maybe most of you are not ready. The toothbrush and toothpaste. Okay, never mind. But I will strongly encourage you to complete it before your review test next week. Okay? Like we discussed yesterday, this is a topic that we want to try to score a bit higher marks. Okay? All right. Okay. Ready? Ready to move on? We are here. This is the segment of find a quantity given a total amount and ratio. So yesterday we discussed already in the ratio. In all upcoming word problems, okay, the ratio will go asking for 4 identities. And this is something that we have learned in a previous chapter already, right? So we have talked about it previously, the identities that we have in many common 2-step, 3-step, 4-step word problem, especially when we deal with, like, there's characters in the story that you're comparing with. Early things that may distract you. Things like the ninja stuff, please keep it aside. Make sure there's nothing that is going to steal your attention. Okay, so yesterday we have already discussed. Usually in a ratio, there are 2 quantities that are going to be compared to each other. This afternoon, we will look at up to 3 quantities. And then sometimes they may be equal, but more often than not is a bigger quantity or smaller quantity that are put together in comparison. Sometimes a bigger on the left side, sometimes a smaller on the left side. And then we also talk about, okay, yesterday, we need to know the total, or sometimes we call it the sum, right? And then lastly, we talk about the next identity that we often discuss is about difference. So this is the likelihood of 4 different identities that we need to find. The term quantity refers to these 2. Okay, total you can understand, and the ratio is this one. So yesterday we also discussed for a general model that we always draw, the comparison model. There's always a bigger number, smaller number, and then we are looking at the sum. This is called the sum, and the extra bit is called difference. This one is something we learned since primary 3, right? So the idea of this will not run away in most of the questions for this topic. The difference we talk about, the focus is more on the unitary method, right? Okay, so let's go about the questions and see whether you can apply whatever we learned previously to what? To solve more questions now. Starting with, for example, this question here. Jane and Suling share a cost of a present in a ratio of 1:4. The cost of the present is $80. If I were to draw a model for Jane and Suling in the ratio of 1:4, that means if I draw a model, so in case of you, I realized that yesterday when I was drawing things on my space, I didn't remind you how to keep sure
keep neat and tidy on your workspace. But most of you are quite alright by now. So like previously we say we can partition our workspace into half such that like one side is working, one side for correction, or one little corner here at the side for workings and equations. So depending on how you partition your space, one side for annotations. If you can manage your space, you'll be neater and tidier. Okay, so in this case, let me say I draw a model for this. So Jane is 1 unit and Shilling is 4 units. That's what Singh said here. I try to draw equal units. If you're not confident of drawing a pen, then draw with a pencil. Okay? For drawings, it's fine to be done in a pencil. But writing, try to write in pen. Okay, so I have the ratio. I express the ratio like this. I can do it on my left side here. That's J, and in the ratio of the Shilling, that's 1:4. Now, that's how it looks like. So the next question, the next statement says here. Are you at it, Adrian? For most of our friends here, we know that when we forget to bring something, we need to write it up somewhere. Which page am I at? I said you miss out on this. The videos are already on YouTube. You set them up later. You're right here now. Do this with us. Understand? If not, you have a lot to catch up on. Okay? There are many questions. You do the question in page. What page number is this? Page 181, question 1. Write down. Question 1 and 2 on this page. So far, okay? Now, then we talk about the next one that we know is total, right? So if it's total, how many units is there? 5. So this is the total. And do we already know the total? $80. Okay. So if I write in my side here, do I have Jane? Do I have Shilling? Do I have sum and difference? Okay. Then here says I have the sum, that's the total. Total is $80. I have it. I have the ratio. The ratio is 1:4. The question here says I need to find Shilling. So I don't really need Jane, but I need to find Shilling. So Shilling is a question mark. I don't need the difference. Difference is not being asked here. So if I use the unitary method, I have the total that is 5 units. I already know that. So now that there's 5 units. So I can find 1 unit. And 1 unit will be 18 divided by 5. I can do my looking here. Somebody already found it. What's that? 16. Okay. That's very good. Very fast. Good times table. That's 16. $16. And that's Jane. Jane is 1 unit. But I need to find Shilling. Shilling is the one that's 4 units. So I can write here Shilling is 4 units. And 4 units will be $16 times 4. I can do my working here. 16 times 4, that gives me 64. So Shilling $64. And that's the answer. Now, if I were to use the ratio method, okay, I will know that the total here is 80. What I need to know is this is times how many. So So to find times how many is doing the opposite operation. And which I found out is divided by 16. Because 5 units is 80. So I need Xiuling. So Xiuling must be times 16. Which is 64. Can you understand? Now, if I want to use this method, I have to write down Xiuling takes $64. Is this okay? Now, I give you 2 minutes for you to copy this down. Can you see? Everybody? Now, so this is a ratio method where you don't see the model. But the idea is still unitary. This one you see the model clearly. That means I transform the ratio into the model. I check my answers. Okay, I need to find Xiuling. That's 4 units. So at this point, I show you 2 ways of doing it with one question. And I have a show of hands. How many of you feel this method easier? How many of you say this method easier? Okay. How many say I can understand both methods? That's very good. Okay, so during the exam time, it's very clear. Choose the easy method that you feel that is easy to do first. When you have finished your test paper, that means you choose the method that you prefer first. When you're done with the test, use the other one to check. Okay? When you're like, I finished the exam paper already, got extra time, then use the other method to check. If you can understand both methods. Okay? Finish? Moving on, huh? Now, as we move on, you realize that at P5, chapters doesn't go by just a unit by itself. So very quickly, the next question, you see volume also included in this chapter. Yes, you have 1 liter of orange juice and the end asks you for milliliters. You need to know your measurement conversions. And at the term 3, you realize that this ratio topic can be merged with another topic called rate. Yes, which is very related in terms of when you're comparing quantities. And as well as volume. You see more and more of such coming up because you're primary 5 now. Okay, you do more than using egg to boil an egg. You need to learn how to use egg to do scrambled egg. Use egg to make cake. Use egg to make pasta. Use egg to, bread, pancakes, a lot of things. Okay, so now the topics are not longer going to just stand alone as one topic. Okay, so in this case, after I read the question, there are 2 containers, A and B, in the ratio of 3:5. So basically, you have this container that's 1 liter. You pour it into 2 containers, A and B, and one of them is 3 units and one of them is 5 units. That's the drawing. If I do it in ratio as how I showed it just now, I have all the orange juice. I have container A to container B, and then I have all the orange juice. That's the total of the orange juice. That's the ratio. I have 3:5. Okay. This question is very similar to the previous question. Almost exactly the same thing. So you have A, B, sum, and difference. Same idea. Ratio is given. So I have the ratio. I have the sum. Don't need the difference. It's not being asked for. It's asking for orange juice in container B. So this is the question mark. And the most important part, units. Okay, so if I draw the model out, I have A and I have B. A is 3 units, B is 5 units. Try to draw as same size as possible. 3 units and 5 units all together is 1 liter. I need the answer is milliliter. So I can do my conversion first. 1 liter equals to 1000 milliliter. Okay, so the total is given. What is the total number of units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units. 8 units is 1000 milliliter. So here is 8 units. This 8 units is 1000 milliliter. I want to find container B. So what does this actually become? So to find this, how did this become? I must go backwards to find, because this is times what, right? So I must find divide. Very good. So 1 unit is 125. All the things to memorize already. If you want, you can go and do your long division as well. I write smaller and tiny. This is one of the things you can remember. They're very fast. Confident, 125. That's correct. Roshan, well done. So 1 unit is 125. So now I find out that it's times 125. Then 5 units is B. Is the container B? Is 5 units. So I will do 5 times 125. What's the answer? Okay. You got that right. Can you understand? So for this ratio, if I put the answer as this whole ratio, you don't get the mark. Huh? You get minus mark because that's not the answer. You still need to write. Answer container juice is 625 milliliter. Okay, this is an easy question. You see here, level 1 only. These questions are only worth 2 to 3 marks. Why? Because actually this question and the questions before about the same difficulty level. It's just what is given, which identity is given. So 1 mark to find that 1 unit. 1 mark to find the final answer. You may get an extra mark from this step here. Okay? Finish? We need to go faster already. So you're working yourself, right? Okay. Now can use the calculator, very helpful. Meaning, you need to understand ratio. Okay? This is ready. This page is DIY. Cause can do calculator, you do yourself, okay? In the same way as how we did this one. Can you understand? These 4 questions the same type. Okay? So DIY are these 2 questions. You can use a calculator. Okay? Can you understand? So these 2 questions exactly the same as the 2 before, just different number. The total is given, find one of them. This is okay? And that's your homework. Now, next step. No pause, it's okay. Alright? Slowly. Okay? Yes. Try to understand. Okay? Okay. Okay, now we move on. Very good. We are in good time. Now we are going to challenge ratio of 2 quantities. And here in this case, it's level 2 problems. Before we deal with ratio of 3 quantities, next set. How everybody okay? Feeling still manageable so far? Okay. Okay. Now we move on to more complex problems involving more steps. Now, I want to encourage you. So far, you feel like actually, okay, still quite okay. It looks similar to what I learned previously. Okay, just a bit of ratio here. Okay, but just keep in mind the same thing. Okay, it's still the same 4 identities. There's a bigger quantity, a smaller quantity, sum and difference. Okay, when you write the ratio out, the first ratio is talking about the units. Okay, then you must use whatever skills you learned previously to convert it to its equivalent. Now, if you feel that this ratio technique is challenging, go with the model method. Is that okay? Okay, right. Everybody on par? Now let's look at this first question, level 1. We'll do 1 level 1 and then we'll skip to 1 level 2. Okay? Okay, starting with this one. We have a big space here, so partition your work nicely, okay? Now, let's look at this question. We do our race. Peter has a collection of marbles. The number of red marbles to the number of blue marbles, 6:5. He has 24 red marbles. And then there's part A and part B. Part A is asking for blue marbles. Part B is asking for all together. Okay, this question, no different from what we have learned previously. I have a bigger quantity, a smaller quantity, and then I have sum and difference. These are the 4 identities we are looking at. Do I have the ratio? I ask myself. Okay. So there's red, there's blue. I'm asking whether I need sum and difference. These are the 4 quantities. So here, the first sentence says the number of red marbles to the number of blue marbles is in the ratio of 6:5. So red to blue is 6:5. Okay. If I draw a model, it will be red is 6. blue is 5. Okay. Okay, then I look carefully. What is given? Red is the one that's given. Okay. Ratio given. Question asked for blue. This is the first one. So I have red. Red is 24. First question asked for how many blue? So this is the first question. So this is the A. So I have red. Red is 6 units. 24 marbles. 1 unit is 24 divided by 6. That is 4. Blue, I want to find A. A is blue. Blue is 5 units. So 5 units is 4 times 5. Answer is 20. Finish already. First one. Unit is marbles. Next one. B. B asks for marbles altogether. So looking for sum. No need difference. So this is B question mark. So B is total. Altogether is how many units? 11. Because 6 plus 5, right? So 6 plus 5, that's 11 units. So 11 units will be 1 unit is how many? Right? Okay, so we find this one. 1 unit is 4. So 11 units will be 11 times 4. What's the answer? 44. Good. Answer for B, answer for A. Okay? Sound like I understand? Now, I can write here at the bottom here, answer for A, 20 marble. Answer for B, 44 marbles. Okay, no problem. Okay, if I use a different method, I use the ratio method. Okay, so far everybody? Okay, if I use the ratio method, that means I will have all together. Right? Okay. The same thing, it's just that you need to be very clear-headed that this is the ratio is units. Okay, then this one I become 24. So how I get to 24? I know it's times 4, right? So everything here times 4 times 4. Okay? These are all marbles. These are units, these are marbles. So come to this point, I know this is A, and then this is B. I can write out A. Peter has 20 marbles. Oops, 20 blue marbles. He has 44 marbles all together. Is this okay? Yes, manageable? Okay. Now you decide clearly. You tell yourself which one you like. If you like, you like. If you like one, you draw. I choose this. Okay. Yes. The draw you choose, or you like this one. You say you choose this one. Okay. You choose which method you feel more confident. Okay. And okay. Then can I move on already? Not going too fast, like manageable. Okay. I'm recording that, so if you really need, you can go back and find me. Okay. Now I skip. Question 2 on the next page. This one I want you to do yourself, but I help you with a little tip. You see that why I let you do yourself is quite simple. It's just 2 sentences. Okay. But I help you with one thing, the first statement. Okay. So in this case, the ratio is unclear. You need to think for this question, what are the identities given? What is 4? We have 4 and 7. 4 is what? Okay, this one is 4 is wear glasses. Then 7. Are you sure? 4 out of every 7 wear glasses. Then don't wear it. 4 out of every 7. If I look at here, I see. And I say, out of these 3 pupils, 1 is a close. You understand? So 3 is what? Total. You understand? So out of every 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pupils, out of these 7 pupils, 4 of them wear glasses. Then the way is how many? 3. Very good. So this is total. And the wear glasses is 3. You understand? Meaning what? If I draw a model out, I have 4 units. These 4 units is where? Actually, the don't wear is a question mark. You know, the don't wear is a question mark, never say. That's the confusing part. This is the part that you need to infer from the given information. And how do you know that it's from this 7? So actually this is 3 units. And 35 pupils is the total. Okay, do you think you can solve by yourself already? Yes, and again, then I move on to this question already. This one you solve in your free time. I move on to the other one. We have how many pages to go? Okay, a few more. Okay. Okay, I move on. This one quite easy already, right? By now. Can I understand? Okay, you move on to this one here. The next one you see already, the new identity. here says the difference. You see, difference come out already. So I have Mr. Rosnan. Mr. Rosnan, over there. Mr. Rosnan, he's so confused. Like, why are we waiting for him? Yeah, later I tell him. He's coming up. Hi, Mr. Rosnan. Hi, Mr. Rosnan. Yeah, I know. Hey, no.
Yeah, I don't have money now.
So we go back inside like before you.
Yeah. Okay, so the ratio of the amount of money, Mr. Rosman, and who is George? We don't have Mr. George in school. Okay. To George is 7:5. Then the difference is this. And then how much money does Mr. Rosman have? Okay, you see, we talked about this before already. We have a person, Mr. Rosman. We have Mr. George. Then we have sum and difference, right? Okay, then ratio is given. Okay. Anybody feel like I'm getting this already? Okay, that's good. Good sign. Good sign. If you are feeling a bit struggle. Okay, never mind. Okay, then in this case, I have to George is 7:5. If I draw the model out, it becomes very clear. But because you have Mr. Roslan and Mr. George, I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I draw a model out already. Then the question here. The difference. Where's the difference? 2. Can you see this is the difference? This is the difference. And difference is how many units? 2 units. The question asked for Mr. Roslan. Okay, I'm given the difference. I don't need the sum now. No need. I don't need to find George also. I have the ratio. The ratio is given 7:5. So I know now is 2 units is 46. So 1 unit is 46 divided by 2. That is 23. Very good. And I need Mr. Roslan. Mr. Roslan is how many units? 7 units. So the answer will be 23 times 7. Easy? Difficult? No, not difficult. Not too difficult. Okay? 161, is it? Can understand? So the model method is like really I would say easiest because you can see the units clearly. Now, if I want to use the ratio method, then my new column will not be the total. My column will not be sum. It will be difference. Then you have to be very clear. The difference is how many units? Is 2. So if 2 units become 46, I need to know that it's times 23. So This is also times 23. Same idea. Can you understand? I don't really need to find George. Georgie. Yeah, I have a George in my One Love class. Yeah, and then we like to call him Georgie. I don't know. I don't know. I should ask him. Yeah, and in my one diligence I have Biasa. The brother is called Roshan. Yes, right? Yeah, in my one diligence class. Yeah. Then I have Alicia in my One Love too. Alicia in One Love. The sister is called Fitri in 5A. Yeah. Yes. Oh no, it's a cousin, sorry. A cousin. Cousin. Okay, are we done? Can you understand? Then if you can understand, we move on to a level 2 question. Then I show you why sometimes I really prefer the model method. Okay, because can see easier. Like this one here. Are you with me? Okay, now so far. Can manage? Are you starting to feel okay? It's getting more and more challenging. Okay. Oh, still okay. Very good. Very good. Do you realize that we are almost finishing this topic? Okay, it's a good sign now. If you feel that so far so good, quite nice, happy, very, very good. Huh? What do you think? What do you think? No, we are finishing this by tomorrow. Next Tuesday is the test already. Okay, this chapter is included in the test. Okay, ready? Can I? Level 2, let's try page 185. Last 2 questions. Then after school, we'll complete another 2. Then after school, we'll do a bit of the ratio of 3 quantities. Okay, I think most of us should find that it's quite okay. Okay, review test, right? Okay, I will give you a longer deadline. Okay, right. Okay. Now we have Darren. Darren is not in this class. Darren is in 5. Okay, we have Darren to Ming Huat. And then suddenly yes, Salim, you know. Wow, this story is very complex. Salim has twice the total amount that Darren and Ming Huat have. Then Ming Huat is this amount. Then wow, look at that. Look at this, man. The last question asked for how much more does Salim have than Darren? Wow, this question is challenging. But as long as you have patience to do step by step, not that bad. First, I write my side. Okay, see, I draw line again. Now I have Darren, I have Ming Huat, and I have Salim. There's this part on total, but this total is Darren and Ming Huat. Then there's this part on difference, but this difference is asking between Salim and Darren. Can you understand what I'm writing here? I'm given a ratio, but the ratio is Darren to Ming Huat. Don't really have Darren, but I have Ming Huat. Ming Huat is $27. This one all don't know. I have total, this identity about total, but the total is about Darren and Ming Huat. Okay, if I draw the model out, I have Darren. So Darren and Ming Huat is 2:3. Very confusing, I tell you. Because I have total of Darren plus Ming Huat. And then I have Salim. Wow, very confusing. Then I also have some more. Auto space already. Then I also have Salim. Then other than Salim, I also have difference between Salim minus Darren. Wow, a lot, very confusing this one. So if I draw the model out, I have Darren is 2 unique. We have Dylan, I don't have Darren. Is Darren your brother? You have a brother? You have a brother? You have a sister? What's your sister's name? Huh? Sorry? Yes, what's your sister's name? Is she in our school? No. Older or younger? Huh? Younger. Older. Okay. All right. Okay, never mind. Later we finish this first. Okay, wait. I finish this first. Okay. So the first part can understand, right? I draw Darren and Ming Huat. Now I draw Salim. Salim is twice the total of Darren and Ming Huat. Okay, Darren and Ming Huat together is how many units? 5. So Salim is how many? 10. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So Darren is 2 units, Ming Huat is 3 units, Salim is 10 units. I have Ming Huat. Ming Huat is how many units? 3 units. 3 units is $27. 1 unit is 27 divided by 3 is how much? 9. Okay. Okay, the final question asks for what? Difference between Salim and Darren. So Salim and Darren is here, right? So the difference is how many units? Okay. So Salim minus Darren, that is 10 units minus 2 units. So it's 8 units. Okay, so 8 units is how many? 9 times 8. $22. Okay, finish. Can you understand? Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, if I use this side, how I do? Just ratio. So I do the ratio method. These are your units, right? Units. So Darren plus Ming Huat, 5 units. Salim is 5 times 2, 10 units. Then Salim minus Darren, 8 units. Can you understand? Okay. Okay. So Ming Huat is 27. So the difference will be here. I understand? And anything in the between, I don't really need to find. So Salim has $72 more than Darren. Can you understand? Okay, I zoom in a bit. Which part you want to see? This one? This side? Okay, so can you see that actually this is the model method in a way? But you're gonna have to, you kind of imagine the model in your head. But this one is you see the actual model. Can you understand? Hi, are you there? So far away. Okay, so far everybody? Okay, so this one looks like it's a bit more complicated, but actually once you can understand the steps, actually not so complicated, right? So the first thing you must really get yourself, the challenge is to understand the question. Understand what is given, what is not given, and what you need to find. Okay? So far, I have been helping you with drawing all the models, solving it with you. Can you feel a little bit better? If you are going to do this yourself, you can do it. Okay? Right. Okay, so later on, now it's P, you've been paying lesson already, right? Later on, when I see you, we'll cover another, I think, 4 questions. Okay? We'll do the slightly more complicated ones together. Then the similar ones or easier ones, you can try on your own. Is that okay? Okay, then I'll just do 2 more during our remedial, supplementary class, and then we do a bit of the ratio for 2 quantities. Slightly easier one, okay? Then we'll be able to call today again. Okay? Okay, let's take a break here. So how is going to refill water bottle? Anybody else need to refill? You can pass it to him. Okay, I stop here.